The Success System That Never Fails. A business book review. Hi, welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I'm Brian Pombo. And today I'm going to be talking about this book, The Success System That Never Fails. This is my first time reading this all the way through. I've caught sections of it throughout time, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it. It's one of those that is up there and held next to Think and Grow Rich quite a bit, because Clement Stone is one of the ones that's helped promote Napoleon Hill more than anybody else since I believe the 1950s is when he and Hill started teaming up. They wrote a book together. And he did a lot to make him basically the superstar that he is today, even though he had a lot of success with Think and Grow Rich years previous. But he was able to really bring him into his final decades of his life. And Clement Stone then wrote this book basically on his own, and kind of took some of Hill's ideas and simplified them, but also added to them the concept of system, which we talk a lot about on here, about being system-based is one of the main three pillars of my company, BrianJPombo.com. System-based is what it's all about, and it's a huge piece of this book, is about having something that functions while you're not there, even though he doesn't go far into depth as to the reasons why or all the benefits of it, but he does show in autobiographical form how he has been able to build up a sales system over time. So this book came out in the 60s. I really like it. I like the style of it because it's very simply written. It's in a very simple manner. It's not as flowery or very poetic like Napoleon Hill liked to go off. It's very straight to the point and gives really good quotes. I wish I had a few of the quotes with me. I read this one on my phone, and I'm going to tell you how I read this because I think it might help you if you decide to go and read this book and you don't want to purchase a physical book. Actually, I'm going to get a physical version of it. That's how much I enjoyed it. It is one I'd like to go back to over and over again. Lots of great quotes. And I went through and highlighted a whole bunch on my Kindle app on my phone. So I read it in ebook form, in Kindle form. And at the same time, I purchased an audiobook version of it with someone else reading it. And it read it through while I was reading it with my eyes, which I enjoy doing, especially if I could speed it up to the point to where I can get through a book a lot faster than I would on my own. You're also kind of learning it in two different ways, both visually and audibly, which I enjoy. This is the first time I've done it with an entire book, and I really liked doing it that way. So that's a suggestion to you. One of the books that's out there on Kindle format, not a whole lot of attention was paid to it to make it match up completely with the audiobook, even though they're tied together on the back end of Amazon. You could tell it was a slightly different version. Also, this was a scanned book that they didn't go through and correct all the letters in it. So some of the letters come out differently, and you end up with these odd words that show up on the written page as opposed to what's actually being said. Just crazy things like that. When you're dealing with older books, you tend to see that not as much care gets taken into updating them for the newer versions. But worth checking out is this book, especially if you like history when it comes to business history, business systems, business success mindedness, and things of that sort. This is a great one for that. Clement Stone. There's a whole lot of great history behind it that I'd love to delve into another time. I'm always learning more about a lot of this history and the people behind it, but good book, The Success System That Never Fails. Go check it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Leave a comment down below wherever you're watching or listening to this, and you can always check out more of my reviews and comments about life business ownership and so forth over at brianjpombo.com. While you're at it, go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. I'll be coming out with an audiobook very soon in the next couple months here. Audiobook version of 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business, amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back tomorrow night. Oh, get a free copy, by the way. Free digital copy at amazonproofbook.com. We'll be back tomorrow night. Same place. Make sure you subscribe, follow, whatever you like to do. And in the meantime, just get out there and let the magic happen.